Well, that look like that by good. He was like, it's the center of it to get.
Yeah, the center, you
Okay,
get it
come.
more white,
Okay,
yeah.
come. Yeah. All right. All right. Shalom. Shalom. We the brothers of Salakia. Yeah, we the brothers of Great Millstone, the church in Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, we want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Yeah, that's the correct name of the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit in the ancient Hebrew tongue. I also want to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the men whom we believe through faith, to be raised up here in these latter days to convey the true gospel in its purest form, to the elect of the nation of Israel. I also want to give double honors to, what should I say, honors to you brothers out there laboring in His work. Continually pushing out this gospel, as well as you believers. The Akim and the Aqua, the brothers and sisters alike that subscribe to this truth as well. So, we back once again in the spirit of prophecy. And I think the title of this lesson is Babylon, Witness Your End. That's what you're witnessing right now, the end of an era, all right? The end of this reign of terror that's been perpetuated by the so-called white man. And real quick, before we start, I wanted to kind of mention this to give clarity to those out there who was watching. Was that the last live stream we did, the instinct of survival, right? Yeah, we was going into all these Americans out there that's hoarding up all these goods, and just wanted to clarify something. You ain't wicked. I was watching the apostle, should I say, the Elder Yashawamba. He was touching on the fact that, if you grab a couple of extra things, you ain't wicked for that. And that's right. Jake can get simple. They'll see us, speaking about, hoarding and having faith. And they'll say, you know what, I'm not going to buy no groceries. No, man. If you have the means, if the Lord give you the resources to go and buy extra, extra items, extra rice or extra beans or extra meat, by all means do so, But the point is, don't put your trust or your stock into those things, man. That's right. Put your stock in Yahweh Bashmi Shah, your trust in the Heavenly Father, all right? So I just wanted to kind of clarify that, because Jake, they'll think that, you're not to, buy, extra things or whatever, So just getting that out there. So again, we're in a time of the end of the so-called white man and his reign of terror. And there's nothing he could do, to slow down this process, man. When you go into the Bible, it actually it deals with biblical timelines, based upon the rise and fall of kingdoms, man. Right, we go into the ancient Babylonians, the Media-Persian Empire, the Greeks, and different other kingdoms that rose to power. Well, the common thread or the common theme was not only did they rose to power, but they also fell out of power, man. You know, and that's the same with America. America is not this perpetual state that a lot of you people might believe. You know, as if you're going to continue to live this American way of life. Yep. That you're going to continue to fill out job applications and, you know, go to school and send your little ones off to college and create a soft landing for your kids and their kids after that. No, man. All right, there's a bound that the Lord has set up that this man cannot pass. Matter of fact, that's where you at? Yeah, the Spirit of the Lord. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined.
Right, seeing his days are determined. Meaning Yahweh Shema Shah has numbered the days of his kingdom. Matter of fact, you'll get that in the book of Daniel.
Daniel. Yep, totally, yep.
You'll get that in the book of Daniel. Because Yahweh Shema Shah, you got to remember, everything was predestined, man. See, when you come into this truth, you are being exposed to the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, man. Some of the most intimate thoughts, plans, and purposes of Yahweh Shema Shah. You know, especially concerning the times we're in now, the latter days. The Lord pretty much gave you a glimpse into how he go about his business. And all these different kingdoms, they have a day, there's a certain day reserved for the Lord to bring a closure, if you will, to that particular kingdom. All right, so you got it?
Yeah, this is Daniel chapter 5, and I'm going to start at 24. Then was the part of the hand sent from him, and this writing was written. And this is the writing that was written, many, tika of Parson. This is the interpretation of the thing, many. The Most High have numbered thy kingdom.
Right, the Most High have numbered your kingdom, man. All right, meaning the Lord set a particular time for you to rule. It's numbered, all right? And by no means can you pass that bound. Go ahead.
It says, the Most High had numbered thy kingdom and finished it.
And finished it. So it's written in stone. All right, there's a particular day where the Lord is going to, again, cut off America in this reign of terror, this rulership that you witness in this current system, which is the beast system, man. You know? And it's the reason why it's the beast system. Right now, we're about to make a transition into Draconian. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me look that up real quick.
Okay, Con. I got a quick precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Job 7:1. Is there not there an appointed time to man upon earth?
Yeah, you got it up.
It says, are not his days also like the days of a harlot? So yeah, guess what? It's the appointed time for each nation to rule, man.
That's right.
Just like I said, the Bible consists of the rise and downfall of the kingdom. And that's how you deal with history. When you go on the 7-8 deal, say that was in the Roman Empire. This happened during the Egyptians were ruling. And this was going on during the Greeks. But guess what? It's the same thing with America, man.
That's right.
This place is about to go down, man.
Hey, kingdoms is pretty much the gauge. You know?
Yep.
That's the gauge. Now, like I briefly just mentioned, Draconian laws. That's what we're about to go into. All right? Which this system that we're under is the beast system. All right? Now this beast system, the overtone to this system, whether you people know it or not, is based upon Draconian laws. All right? Now I got the definition of this word Draconian. It says, of laws, all right, of their application, excessively harsh and severe. Excessively harsh and severe. Right now, this devil is showing his horns, man. Okay? And you're about to see why he's known as the beast, why he's known as the dragon. Okay? Matter of fact, go ahead and get what you got.
Yeah, this Revelation 13:11. And I beheld another beast coming up from out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Right, he had 2 horns like a lamb, meaning he appeared to be peaceful, but he spoke like a dragon. And that's going into what? His laws. Now you're about to see the laws of Esau, okay? In this draconian fashion. Again, it says, of laws of their application, excessively harsh and severe. See? And the similar words they give you, let's click on one, all right? Harsh. Peep this. It says, it's harsh, right? Peep. It says, unpleasantly rough or jarring to the senses, a time of harsh military discipline. You see that? A time of harsh military discipline. Cruel or severe. That's the time, of a climate or condition difficult to survive. Hey, we about to come into some heavy times, man. That's why Yahweh Shai compared, matter of fact, give me Daniel 2:20. Yahushua compared the kingdom of heaven to summer. Matter of fact, before you get that, give me that in Matthew.
Yeah, kind.
Because the kingdoms is compared to the changing of seasons. All right. And right now, we're in the dead of winter. Okay. And what you see in the winter?
Yeah.
Death. The trees don't blossom. You don't hear the sound of birds. You don't hear the humming of bees.
Yep.
It's cold. Oh, there's even studies that show that depression rises when it's cold, when it's winter.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So that's why the scripture says in Proverbs the 29th chapter, when the wicked is in power, the people mourn.
That's it.
See? Go ahead. Get what you got.
Yeah, this is Matthew 24:32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When its branches is yet tender and put forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh.
Summer is not, which is dealing with the kingdom. And what happens right before summer? Spring.
Yep.
You see the flowers begin to, but you see life again.
Yep.
And that's where we come in. We are that vineyard that's blossoming. You see these different camps blossoming.
Yep.
We're giving off a certain smell, which is this knowledge, man. See? So summer is not. Now, go to Daniel, the 2nd chapter, and the 20th verse.
Kind.
Start at the 20th verse. The point is the 21st verse.
Kind. This is Daniel, chapter 2, and verse 20. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of the Most High forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his, and he changeth the times and the seasons.
See?
He removed kings and set up kings.
So you see, what a removal and setting up of kings is in the same breath with the changing of seasons. See what I'm saying? That's why when you read the Draconian law, it says a condition or climate that's hostile and it's hard to survive, man.
Yep.
Hey, when you go into the ancient world, the winter was the hardest time to survive.
Yep.
They didn't have damn central heat.
Yep.
Oh, when you go into the Native American Indians, the warriors, the main warriors was those babies that survived through the winter. You know? Go ahead.
Yep. It said, he removed kings and set up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding.
So again, you see what a removing and setting up of kings is in the same breath with seasons, man. All right? So that's the time we're in. We're in the time of a transition of power.
Yep.
But guess what? This is not going to be a smooth transition. This devil is going to go out tooth and nails, man. He's going to go out scratching and clawing in effort to retain that birthright.
That's
okay?
Right. Yep.
So this transition is not going to be easy. So you got something up?
No, I ain't got no.
All right, now let's go back to where you was at, Job.
Job, okay, kind. This is back in Job chapter 14. It's like it. Yeah, this Job 14 and verse 5 again. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right. So the Lord has appointed his bounds. I mean, a bound is something like like a gate, a fence, a cutoff point. So there's a bound that this man can't pass, man. And we see the sign, the writings on the wall, which I was reading in Daniel.
Yep.
You can go back there when you get a chance.
Kind. Yep. This is it's like in Daniel chapter 5. Yeah, this is the book of Daniel 5 and 25. It says, and this is the writing that was written, many Tika of Harson. This is the interpretation of the thing. Many, the Most High have numbered thy kingdom.
Right, so the Most High have numbered this kingdom. Okay, go ahead.
And finished it.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says, Tika, thou art weighed in the balances.
Right, so the Lord have pretty much scrutinized you. Right now, there's an Inquisition going on. This devil is being scrutinized. He's on trial. The Lord is weighing him, measuring him up. And he is not found to be worthy to rule.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
It said, thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting.
Yep, undisciplined. Yep.
That's it.
Go ahead.
Thy kingdom is divided and is given to the Medes and Persians.
Right, and that translates to Russia, which they're going to spearhead this attack on America. Matter of fact, let's prove that. Give me Revelation, the 9th chapter, started at the 15th verse, which it goes into the point and the fact that the Lord have numbered this kingdom and its downfall down to the last second, man. Go ahead.
Revelation 9 and 15. And the 4 angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour, and a day and a month and a year for the slate
See?
of third. Yeah,
You
man.
see, it's prepared for read it one more time. And
It's-
that goes into the Lord numbering this place. The days of America is numbered, man.
That's right.
See? Go ahead, I'll read it again.
It said, and the 4 angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men.
Yeah, and the third part of men is actually the so-called white man.
Yep.
You know? And really when you go into that phrase, the third part of men, is almost like a movie, like a trilogy. You know, like part 1, part 2, part 3. What was the first part? The Greeks. The second part was the ancient Roman Empire. Now, the third part of men is this current system that you see. You know? So the Lord is about to take you down right now in this point of your rulership. The third part, the third installment, if you will, of the so-called white man in his rulership. Yeah, go ahead, up.
Yeah, this second Ezra 4 and 37. And by measure have he measured the times.
Right. By measure have the Lord measured the times, man. Go ahead.
And by number have he numbered the times.
Yep, and we just read that in the book of Daniel. All right, you number it. Your days are numbered down to the last second, you know? And you can't pass that bound.
Yep.
Go ahead, up.
It says, and he doeth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
Right, so the Lord is not going to interrupt. The Lord is not going to step in and interrupt this rulership, this reign. Neither will he let it go past its bounds. Matter of fact, you got more on that?
No, that's
Give me Job, the 38th chapter.
God.
And I start at like the 10th verse.
All right.
All right? Because really when you read the scriptures in its entirety, it's a build up to the destruction of America. When you read it with understanding. When you read the scriptures through spiritual lenses, even going back into the book of Genesis and moving forward, the Lord is reminding you of America and how he's going to destroy America. You might say, well, hold up, what makes America so important? Well, first and foremost, it's the most wickedest kingdom ever erected. But most importantly, it's the kingdom that was said to be in power, you know, in play at the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Which the return of the Lord is not something you gloss over, man. Something you sneeze at. No, that's the height, that's the highest, that you know, that's the climax of existence, man. When the Lord returns in his glory, man, and all his majesty and power, you know, that's the climax of existence itself. So when did the Lord choose for the Lord to return? When the so-called white man is in power. That's why when you read throughout the scriptures, it gives you a glimpse into who would be in power at the return of our Lord. All right, so go ahead up.
This Job 38 and 10, it says, and break up for it my decreed place, and set bars and doors, and said, hitherto shalt thou come.
Yeah, hitherto shalt thou come. Go ahead.
But no further.
But no further. Meaning you have a time where you can rule, but you can't go no further than that. Go ahead.
And here shall thy proud ways be stayed.
And that lets you know that that's talking about the so-called white man. Here shall thy proud waves be stayed, man. See that?
That's it.
See it?
God.
Go ahead. You guys more on that? That was it?
I think that was the point on that.
Right. So, so the Lord has set up a bound where the so-called white man can't pass, man. Hey, no matter how many stimulus packages you come up with, matter of fact, give me that in Jeremiah. You know? And we're gonna go into, you know, Lord will, we're gonna bring out some information, you know, that's showing that everything we've been telling you, starting with our elders and apostles, men that's been laboring over 30, 35 years, well, the Lord is co-signing it now. The Lord is signing off on it, man. What you're going to find out is that prophets have been among you. And we gave you a thorough breakdown, a walkthrough on what this man would do, you know, before he's going out of power. And that this beast system, which first and foremost, you know, you got these guys, ISUPK, innate madness. They said that King Solomon had the mark of the beast, right? Man. Well, guess what? The beast system wasn't around at that time. See what I'm saying? It's so off there is, man. In order for you to know what the mark of the beast is, you got to know what's the beast, man. And it's a certain system, you know? And that system is in power and play right now, all right? We're going to show you where everything is leading to that mark, okay? So go ahead, up.
Yeah, this Jeremiah 51 and 8. Babylon is suddenly falling.
Right, Babylon is suddenly falling, and that's the time we're in. Hey, right now, everything has suddenly come upon Babylon. It was all good just a week ago, man. You know? You was just watching, you was just in the barbershop debating on who was the best NBA team, who was going to make it to the finals. Now all of a sudden, you can't even watch the game. That's the Lord suddenly bringing that drama, man. All right, yeah, go ahead up.
It said Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain.
Yep.
If so be she may be healed.
If so be she may be healed. Go ahead.
We would have healed Babylon.
We would have healed Babylon, meaning these different stimulus packages. You know, these different. Right now, they're entertaining, giving these Americans, you know, these working Americans, 2 checks, giving you $1,000, or, you know. Well, guess what? That's a form of them trying to heal Babylon. Yep. But they try. Really, when you go into it, these devils in their diabolical approach, they're trying to crash the American dollar. Yep. Because the more money they put out there, it's going to cause inflation. Yep. You know, and inflation. If you know anything about inflation, it's like just to simplify, to give you a visual illustration, it's like pumping air into a balloon. The more money you keep pumping into this society, what's going to happen? It's going to pop. Yep. All right. And these devils know that they're trying to pretty much lead you into a cashless society. Go ahead, up.
It said we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into his own country.
Right. The scriptures say forsake her, man. You know? Now you're going to have a lot of these foreigners. They're going to forsake all these foreigners who pitch their tents in America. They're going to physically forsake this place. But the Lord is telling us in the spirit to spiritually forsake her. Matter of fact, hold that out and get that in Revelation. I think it's Revelation 18, come out of her.
Yep, this is Revelation chapter 18 and 4. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Right, come out of who? Out of Babylon, man. Go ahead.
That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Not of her plagues. And those plagues is going to come in a wide range of pestilence, disease, what you witness in the coronavirus, which that's a hoax, man. You know, that ain't nothing more than the so-called white man, you know, creating this narrative. Who you know that had a coronavirus, man? Why hasn't any families come out, you know?
Yeah, God.
Come on, man. These devils getting sloppy, man. You know? And that's biblical prophecy. The scriptures tell you how the Lord is going to... You want to get that real quick?
Yeah, God, yep.
And that's a sign of you losing power.
Yep.
When your wisdom goes, then that proves that you don't have that grip, you know, that power that you had once before. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman?
Right. So concerning Edom, is there no more wisdom in Teman? Because that was a time where these devils would concoct a plan. They had the blueprints. They have it laid out, and it would be efficient, man. You know, it'll go through smoothly. And the people, they'll run circles around the masses of the people, and you wouldn't even question what was going on. Now, everybody can see that you devils is full of BS, man. You know? Go ahead.
It said, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent?
Yeah, the counsel has perished from you so-called white people. You know? And in particular, the chief house of the nation of Edom. The elites. All right, go ahead.
It says, is there wisdom vanished?
Yep.
Yeah, that was the point on that.
Yep, all right, go ahead. So you can go back to where he was at, Jeremiah.
Oh, yeah, back to Jeremiah 51 and verse 9 again. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her.
Right, so we are to forsake this place. You know? You don't have to put your stock into this place, man. All right, you shouldn't be in the spirit of having a 5-year, 10-year plan. You should be as pilgrims. The scriptures tell you that we should be as pilgrims, man. You know? Go ahead. Matter of fact, you give me that Michael real quick. So that's a certain mentality you got to develop. And this truth pretty much grooms you to have a certain outlook. And this is what's going to preserve you, man. It's going to be only those who put their stock into America and they hope into America and their dreams lie in America. Their dreams going to be shattered. You know, you have to forsake this place, man. Oh, when you consider Lot, right? Where was Lot's wife? She was looking back.
That's it.
You know? Go ahead.
In Micah 2:10, he says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yep, go ahead.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction.
Right, so this place is polluted. You know? And on all levels. When you walk out of your house, you can eat healthy. You know, but when you walk out of your house, instantly you're breathing in these chemicals from these cars. And you got factories all over the place, man. You know, and not just that, the doctrines and philosophies that's pushed in America is polluted. It'll pollute you. So the Lord said, well, arise and depart from this place. Now, do this mean you subscribe to the flea doctrine, you go to damn Ghana or you go to Egypt. No, man. That means in the spirit, in your mind, you flee from this place. You detach, you know, you unplug from the matrix. If you ain't getting that, then get that in Romans 12 and 2.
Yep.
So that's where we at in the process, man. You know, right now, spiritually, you have to detach from America because this place is over. This is the end. Hey, it's like, you know, Titanic. You watch
Yeah.
You know, hey, man, they plan. We in the scene where they plan the band plan, man. Okay, there's no need for you to, you know, to put your stock in this place. It's over. It's a wrap. All right, you got that wrong.
Yeah. This is Romans chapter 12 and 2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and what is good, that acceptable and perfect will of the Most High."
Right. So you know you are not to you know catch a flight out of America, all right, but you are to be transforming your mind. You should have this outlook that this place is finished, man. And the writing is on the wall, like we read in the book of Daniel, man. The writing is on the wall. There's no way around it. Hey, these devils is desperate, man. You know, whenever you proposing tax cuts, like the Apostle Hart briefly was touching on, man. That shows that these devils is desperate, man. Okay? And they're going above and beyond the call of duty to somehow hold fast to this kingdom. But right now, is what you're witnessing is a transition of power. This man has reached his end. Go ahead.
Just going into the escape on this world by the knowledge. This 2 Peter 2:24. If after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord.
Yeah, so that proves that pollution is not, you know, just reserved to physical pollution in the form of diseases, STDs, sexual transmitted diseases, or being polluted, cancer. You know, that pollution is actually dealing with the thoughts, the thought process of America, man. Okay. And you escape that once you come into this truth. All right, so read that again.
It says, "For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahweh Shah."
Hey, that's why Scripture said you are clean by this word.
Yep, that's it.
You know, you polluted with the ideas of America. You come into this truth, and this truth washes away that pollution. All right, go ahead.
It says, "Escape the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahweh Shah Mashiach. They are again entangled therein."
Which this place is known as a well. This is that well. This is a proverbial well that traps you. That's why if you know anything about a spider, right? A spider, the reason why he's able to navigate through a well, because he secretes oil. And he's able to glide through the well. So, you know, we have that oil. We're able to, you know, glide through this well called America, man. But if you don't have the oil, if you don't have the understanding, what's going to happen? You're going to be entangled back into America. All right, go ahead.
I said spiders and kings' palaces.
Yeah, spiders and kings' palaces. Yep, that's true. Yep.
It says, "They are again entangled therein and overcome. The latter end is worse with them than the beginning." Right.
So that's a lot of men. They have fell victim to that. You know. So if you ain't got nothing, you got something?
Nah.
Give me 2 Ezra 6 and start at like 18. You know, because the scriptures, it's well documented. Hey, the scriptures pretty much going to a play-by-play of the fall of this place, man. You know, the scriptures give you a vivid illustration, man. That's why when all hell, you know, really intensify here in America, which all hell has already broken loose, you know. But once it become more up close and personal, man, you shouldn't tremble, man. All right. Even though we know it's the Lord that keeps us and guides us, but you know, these prophecies coming to pass and you being able to go into the Bible, this book, and filter the current events through the scriptures, that should strengthen your faith, man. That should let you know the thing that you subscribe to is spot on. And you should have no reason to doubt. All right, so go ahead.
This second Ezra 6 and 18, and it said, "Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh."
Right, the days come when the Lord will begin to draw nigh. And we're in that time. All right, go ahead.
"And to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness."
And they're dealing with Esau, the so-called white man, which translates to this current system. Go ahead, up.
"And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled."
Yeah, and that's the time we in. Well, we our sins, we have reached, we have pretty much served our prison sentence. You know, it tells you in the Book of Lamentations.
That's all I'm gonna get now. Like you
that's
said,
true.
that lets you know who's gonna be ruling at the end, man.
Yeah, that proves right there that we're not in the kingdom, man. That lets you know that we have not received, you know.
Yep, God. That's it.
Come on, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, this Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Yep.
The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Right, and that's dealing with us, man. You know, we have reached the end of our prison sentence, so to speak. That's why it tells you in the book of Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, better is the end of a thing.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead.
It says, he would no more carry thee away into captivity. He would visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He would discover thy sins.
See that? So now you go back.
Yeah, this back in 2nd Ezra 6 and 19 again. And will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. And when the Zion shall be fulfilled, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away.
And that's dealing with this current system. It's beginning to way. The luxuries you once enjoyed. We at the end, man.
That's right.
There's no way around it, man. Now again, you know, this thing can die down, right? It can go back to normal. But as it were, man, you know, in my humble estimation, man, I believe that these devils have put all the chips in, man. I believe we at that time. We at the time of our Lord Yahushua making that return. That's right. You know, and it's not, you know, just due to wishful thinking, you know, because, you know, to be fair, we are hastening the return of our Lord, you know, but being realistic, everything is lining up with prophecy, man. Right. Hey, it was just information came out in California. They entertaining shutting down the schools for the rest of the year. Yep. Now you got to understand that all these different states is under one umbrella. This is the United States of America. So they'll throw a smoke screen at you, right? And they'll say California or South Dakota, you know. Yep. But in reality, that's the first domino in a lot of cases that sets off that sequence of events for everybody. Oh, case in point, over the last 72 hours, you had these different states that declared a state of emergency. And ultimately, what happened? Trump announced a national emergency. Yep. See what I'm saying? So you can see these devils. The scriptures tell you that they're going to realize that they have but a short time. And they're going to come down with great wrath, man. Yep. These devils is in desperation mode. Okay? So we're in that time. We're in the time where these devils is going to do everything they can do to crown their enterprise a success, which is the New World Order. Yep. Okay? So go ahead.
It says, and when the world, this is Ezra 6 and 20, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament.
Right, the book shall be open before the firmament. And that's on all of right now. The brother got the book open before the firmament. This is the internet. But it's really going into the fact that we're able to go into these scriptures, you know, these deep sayings, these dark sayings, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Shah, shed light upon them. That's why we're able to narrate what's going on, man. No other group, you know, or doctrine, the black consciousness community. You guys are a joke, man. What relief can you give to our people? You claim that you for the people, the community, but how can you shut down this collapse of this society, man? This hard transition where people is being taken out of their comfort zone. The things that they was used to is being taken from. Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah, I got a quick precept out. Yeah, this Daniel's.
Oh yeah, real quick, the brother GMS Chariots are us. Shalom out. He said 5.7 magnitude earthquake in Utah. I saw that earlier. And that's the scriptures, man. The Lord, Yahweh said you're going to see earthquakes in diverse places. Yep. All right, go ahead up.
Yeah, this Daniel 12 and 4. It says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Right, and that's talking about, that's a metaphor for the internet. Right, many are running to and fro, meaning, you know, you can Google something and instantly you can get the answer.
Yep.
You know, you don't have to jump in your car. You know, in the ancient world, you had to have a caravan, you travel. No, you ain't got to do all that now.
Yep.
You know, you just Google and you can run to and fro.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, back in 2 Ezra 6 and 20 again, it said, when the world that shall be begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be open before the.
They seeing the power of Yahweh Shema Shah.
That's right.
You know, the works of the Lord is being made manifest on a global scale. You know, you ain't got to physically come visit us, or we ain't got to come to you. The internet is set up for, you know, everybody to join together in this gathering. All right, so go ahead, continue up.
It says, and the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The woman with child shall bring forth an untimely children. Of 3 or 4 months old, they shall live and be raised up.
Go ahead.
And suddenly shall the sowing places.
Yeah. And you know, like we were saying, we surprised these devils ain't shut down.
Yep.
Yeah, read that again.
It says, this is 2 Ezra 6 and 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Right. And that's really going to these cities. These cities, these different cities that's established.
Yep.
You know, these are the sown places, you know, that has been planted. Now it's becoming unsown.
Yep.
You know, everything that you used to seeing, again, being able to go to happy hour. Hey, man, America is nothing more than a place set up to please the flesh. You know, it's pleasures at your disposal. You know, it accommodates your lust. Hey, in America, man, you could go to a restaurant. You know, you can go to a damn bar. Let's say Buffalo Wild Wings, catch a fight. You know, catch a gang. That's the places that's sown that's becoming unsown.
Yep.
All of a sudden, it's being uprooted.
Yep, that's it.
You know, go ahead.
It says the 4 storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Yeah, the 4 storehouses are suddenly being found empty. And guess what? This is a telltale sign that Yahweh Shema Shah is now visiting America.
That's right.
You go into ancient Egypt, which if you want to, you can, but we can quote it. What happened? The Lord sent a series of plagues. He sent locusts, you know. He killed off the livestock. That was nothing more than the Lord affecting the economy of the ancient Egyptians, man. You know?
I got that.
You got that? And then once you get it out, get me, what's that? I think it's Isaiah the 19th chapter.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Exodus 10 and 12. It said, and the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt and eat every herb.
Now hold up. Let's read this again. Go ahead.
It said, and the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts.
Hey, that's bad because the Lord doing it now. He's stretching out his hand over the land of Egypt, which is somebody to these camps, these servants. The Lord is stretching us out. That's why the Lord said, I stretch forth my hand, but which is these servants that you witnessing, man, doing the work. Okay, go ahead.
It says, stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt and eat every herb of the land. Yeah, go ahead. Even all that the hell have left.
Right. So those locusts were sent to affect Egypt's economy. Now, when you go into the definition of that word locust, one of the definitions there is activity. You know? So that's what you're seeing right now. The Lord is sending a swarm of activity and is affecting the economy of America. You know? Babylon the Great. All right, you get something?
You said you wanted Isaiah 19.
Yep, kind of get that. And we're going to show you the parallels, if you will, between ancient Egypt and America. So the same way the Lord began to spring into action concerning delivering his people, the children of Israel, and he did it in a dramatic fashion. You got to remember, and I always touch on this, the Lord didn't tiptoe us out the back door when he got us out of Egypt, man. You know? God. The Lord, Yahweh Shah, he dramatically, you know, with a splash, delivered us from out of Egypt, in the house of bondage. Go ahead,
you want to start that?
Go ahead and start at the top.
Okay, kind. All right, this Isaiah 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
Yep.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Right. The Lord is setting the Egyptians against the Egyptians right now. All right. That's why you have you got the Democrats, you got the Republicans. You know, you got conservatives, non-conservatives. You got Edomites that rally behind Trump, and you got Edomites that don't like Trump. You know, there's a clash between the Egyptians. And these Egyptians right here is the modern day Babylonians.
That's right.
All right, go ahead up.
He says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom.
Yep.
And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
Yep. And that's what they're doing. This place is failing.
Yep.
Go ahead, up.
It says, and I will destroy the counsel thereof.
The counsel thereof. See that? So the Lord is destroying the counsel of America. Yep. Everything that they're trying to do is weak, man. It's a feeble attempt to, again, to establish that new world order. Yep. But you even got simple, just ordinary jakes that can see that these devils is about to bring in martial law. Yep. I think that was the Elder Kazak. He did. You saw that? He did a video where you had just a regular jake, a random jake, that was able to pinpoint that this was nothing more than martial law on the horizon. Why? Because the Lord is destroying the counsel from the so-called white man. Go ahead.
Yeah, this quick precept about this is on Joel 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Right.
So yeah, the Lord is destroying the crafty counsel of you devils, man, so that their hands can't perform their enterprise. And what's their enterprise? To establish their new world order. As simple as that. And really, it all goes back to them attempting to regain momentum of the birthright, man. Yep. That's what it all goes down to. Go ahead,
This back in Isaiah 19. In verse 3 again, it said, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits.
Yeah, and these devils start to lean upon their witchcraft. You know? Go ahead.
It said, and to the wizards, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the water shall fail from the sea, and the river shall be wasted and dried up.
Right, so that's what you're witnessing right now, man. Everything is drying up. Hey, these devils have shut off all imports, man. You know, things coming in. All right. And once this round of goods and supplies dry up, then what you gonna do? See, go ahead out.
It says, and they shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of the fence shall be empty and dried up.
In those rivers, that's going into the supplies coming in. Matter of fact, you'll give me, I think that's Ezekiel
what is
31.
31. Okay, yep. That was it.
Where it talk about the trees. Because those rivers that's coming in, that's symbolic to the supplies. You got to remember a lot of America's supplies and goods come in from the sea, from the ports. You know? So you got that?
Yeah, this is Ezekiel 31. I'm going to start at 3. Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon with fair branches and with a shadowing shroud.
And they're dealing with America. That's a parable dealing with America. Fair branches is symbolic to him branching out to these different countries. Go ahead.
It says, and of his stature, and his top was among the thick boughs, the waters made him great.
The waters made him great.
Yep.
You know, meaning all the supplies that come into America. Everything that you see is made in China, made in Mexico, made in Taiwan. All right? That's the sign of the waters making him great. All right, go ahead up.
The waters made him great. The deep set him up on high with her rivers running round about his plants, and set out her little river to all the trees of the field.
See that? So that's that connection would bring all his goods in. That's why when you go back to where you was at,
yeah, kind.
It says should turn back the rivers.
Yeah, kind. It says this is it's like Isaiah 19:6, and they shall turn the rivers far away.
See, so the very thing that was making them great is being turned away, and Trump did that. Trump cutting off the supplies. Yep. He cutting off the bridge, if you will, to the supplies coming in.
Kind.
Go ahead.
Yep. It says, and the brooks of the fence shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and the flags shall wither. It says the paper reads by the brooks, by the mouth of the brooks, and everything sown by the brooks shall wither, be driven away.
Wither. See? Everything is withered. This place is drying up, man. Go ahead, Al.
It says, be driven away and be no more. The fishers also shall mourn, and they that cast angle into the brooks shall lament, and they that spread nets upon the water shall languish.
And that's dealing with all those that benefit. You know, who spreading their nets, that's benefiting from the rivers and the brooks.
Yep.
They mourning right now.
Yep.
These different businesses, man, they shut down. Oh, a lot of these restaurants you go to, you can't sit in and eat. You have to order to go.
Yep.
A lot of restaurants are just shutting down. All right? So now we're in a time where Yahweh Shema Shah is taking the air out of America.
That's right.
And we at its end, you know? Go ahead. You got more on that? What verse you at?
I'm at verse 9.
Yeah, continue.
Yep, kind. It says, moreover, they that work in fine flax, and they that weave network shall be confounded.
Right, yeah. Meaning you have these jobs, you ain't gonna know what's going on. You confounded right now.
Yep.
Go ahead, Al.
And they shall be broken in the purposes thereof. All that makes sluices and ponds for fish. It says, surely for the princes of Zion are fools. The counsel of the counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish.
Yeah, see that? Yeah, go ahead.
How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings?
Read.
Where are they? Where are thy wise men?
Right, yeah. Where are your wise men? Okay. Right now, again, we read it early. The Lord, the wise man is perishing out of Edom, man. Okay, go ahead, Al.
It says, where are they? Where are thy wise men? And let them tell thee now, and let them know what the Lord of hosts have purposed upon Egypt.
Right, so what you're seeing right now is the purposes and plans of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Okay? Matter of fact, go back to 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. And I forget where you finished off. I think that was...
yeah, this is 2nd Ezra 6 and 22. It said, and suddenly shall the sowing places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid.
Right. So now the purposes of the Lord, which, you know what? I think it said, matter of fact, give me Jeremiah. I think it's Jeremiah 51 and where is that? Jeremiah 51.
What was it?
I believe in 23 or something like that.
I'm also breaking pieces. What the
29. Try 29. What 29 say?
And the land tremble.
Yeah, go ahead. That's what I want.
Okay, kind. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 51 and 29. And the land shall tremble and sorrow for every purpose of the Lord.
See, there go the purpose of the Lord. We just read that in Isaiah. You know?
Yep.
So this is the intents and purposes and plans of Yahweh Shema Shah. Everything you're witnessing was written, it was scribed before this place was even, before the earth was created.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead.
It says, and the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant.
Right, so the purposes and plans of Yahweh Shema Shah is going to be fulfilled.
Yep.
Okay? So, real quick, let's read this right here.
Okay, kind.
And this is a part of, unless you got a precept.
Oh, no, I ain't got none.
Let's get this real quick. And this is a part of the purposes and plans of Yahweh Shema Shah as well.
Okay,
All
kind.
right, go ahead.
This is from Allure. It says, human microchipping is here, and it's about to rock your skin's world.
Yeah, human microchipping are here, man. So that proves right there, this is not something that we concocted. Like Great Millstone, this was a figment of our imagination, the microchip. No, man, you got insiders, you got whistleblowers. Matter of fact, you know what is that? Why I should call their tongue to fall upon them?
Is that sounds?
I think it's some 64, 68. I think it's 64. Let's get that real quick. Because the Lord, in his perfection, he caused these devils to tell on themselves, man. You know?
Yeah, kind. This is Psalms
because you got a lot of jakes out there, they don't want to believe it unless Esau tell them. So the Lord said, okay, I'm going to have Esau to even co-sign it, man. You got whistleblowers. You got guys like Alex Jones and this guy Salente, you know. You got different guys that actually they whistleblow and they snitch on the elites of this society, man.
Con.
You know? What?
Yeah, Con. This Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Right. So that's what we're reading right here. This source, this is not a source that was put up by Great Millstone. Esau put this source up, man. Read it again, huh?
Con. It said human microchipping is here.
Human microchipping is here, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And it's about to rock your skin's world.
Yeah, it's about to rock your world, man. And that's what these devils, everything is inching up towards the chip.
Con.
Okay? This is the glue, if you will. This is the bridge to that new world order. Okay? Being able to make mandate this microchip. And everything that you're seeing, these devils shutting down everything, the landscape changing, the fact that there's certain scenarios where you can't get your hand on, for an example, toilet paper, right? Well, that's these devils conditioning your mind to like, because it's information out there. Once they give you that chip, if you don't comply, they could cut your chip off. And you're not able to get goods. So they conditioning your mind to see that. You know? So continue up.
It says, soon it will open your front door, start your car, and provide your entire medical history. This is your epidermis as you have never, ever imagined.
Right, yep. So go ahead up.
It says, the signs have been there for a while.
The signs have been here for a while. But who have been watching? You people haven't been paying attention to what's known as gradualism. Where these devils, they'll present a form of technology to you, then all of a sudden within a month, 2, 3, 6 months, that same technology advances. And it advances. Right, that's the signs that's been presented to you for a while. Continue up.
It says phones went from being tethered to your wall.
See, that's gradualism. You had phones that used to be on your wall. Okay, go ahead.
To fitting in your back pocket.
Then now you can walk around with your phone. Go ahead.
Computers went from desk to laps. Headphones went from over the ear to inside the ear.
Come on now. Go ahead.
If there's a trend in technology, it is this. Go small, smaller still, even smaller than that. Devices may start disappearing altogether.
Yeah, and that's the Internet of Things. You know, which that chip is going to disappear. It's going to be technology that is going to be under your skin. All right, go ahead.
In fact, in the very near future.
In the very near future, that's where we at, man. Hey, this information proves that we've been telling you the truth the whole time. I'm going to just say it, man. Men here at Great Millstone, Storm of the Apostles, we got the 100% truth.
That's right.
Right? Yep. And it would be in your best interest to take heed because the Lord is co-signing. Hey, the scriptures say, let's the Lord build a house, you know. It also tells you if this counsel be of men, it'll come to naught. So we are pushing the words of the Yahweh Shema Shah, where the scriptures tell you the counsel of the Lord shall stand. So now you see where everything is coming together, man. All right, go ahead. Up.
It says, in fact, in the very near future, because of microchipping.
Because of what?
Because of microchipping.
Yep, go ahead. Hey, guess what? We can go to the scriptures. Like, if someone, somebody might present this to a guy just randomly, hey, check this out. Well, they don't know where to go to the source, you know. We can go to the humble beginnings, if you will, to where this was prophesied. All right? Matter of fact, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16.
And we the only someone that bring the scripture out. Revelation 13 and 16 is associated with Great Millstone. All right, go ahead up.
It says, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right, and so you think it's a coincidence they got these chips that can go on your right hand, you know, or your left hand, it don't matter. But it also, they have brain implant chips. See, that's their forehead. All right, go ahead up.
It says, and that no man might buy or sell.
Now you see where everything coming together? Right now, that's the overtone of America, being able to buy toilet paper. You see how these devils set it up? But really, it's your how about Shmi outside.
Yep.
So you see what the scriptures can be current.
Okay, it look like you said we lying, but
So I can for 1 second, let me see. Yeah, continue, right?
okay, Con. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Right, then no man might buy or sell, save that he had. Yep, we still going.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Con. All right.
Okay.
Yep, go ahead.
Con. All right. It says, I'm gonna read this again. Revelation 13 and 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man.
Right, and that proves right there that that's dealing with, that's not concerning some spirit in the underworld, waiting to torment your soul forever and ever. It's the spirit of a man, and that man in this case is Esau, the so-called white man. All right, go ahead.
For his number is 666.
Right. So now you can go back over here.
And I can say something too. That barcode, man.
Oh yeah, that barcode.
So let you know you got it's dealing with literally buying and selling, man. You know what I mean? You know. So
and that 666, it goes back to Kaka stigma.
Yep.
Which goes into something implanted. You know.
Yep. Yep. So this back it says, in fact, in the very near future, because of microchipping, our technology will literally be part of our skin.
See that? Go ahead up.
It says, it starts with the microchip. Your pet probably already has one.
Right, and you know when you go into, that's what that's a form of gradualism. You know, they put it in the pets to desensitize you, to condition you to be familiar with chip. Oh, that's why when you go up in these stores over the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, they'll start asking you, you had a chip? You had a chip? That's that lingo, you know? Go ahead up.
It says, but the technology has very different applications for Tuesday the cat than it does for humans. Pet microchips help identify them if they get lost. For us, microchips will make life more convenient.
And that's what these devils trying to do. Right now, hey, these devils, that's why the scripture said they're wiser than Daniel. You know, they're bringing you through adversity. Right now, you're not able to get a roll of tissue, right? So now, what's going to be the solution? They're going to give you the chip to make things more convenient for you. And that's what you people have grown accustomed to. Having everything at your fingertips, man. You know, this microwavable society, man, this instant gratification. And Esau going to cater to that. You know, but it's going to be in the form of the chip. Okay, go ahead.
It said the Swedish incubator epicenter began microchipping its employees in 2015, not to track bathroom breaks or productivity, but to give them the power to operate printers and more. The tiny grain of rice size RFID chip opens doors with a wave of your hand in front of a chip reader.
Right. So you mean to tell me all of a sudden this technology, what these devils put a lot of stock into, right? All of a sudden that has nothing to do with the scriptures. I mean, all of a sudden the scriptures don't know nothing about the RFID chip. Come on, man. Go ahead.
It says, and at Paul's Fest, an Australian tech expo, 10 VIPs volunteered to swap paper tickets for implanted microchip ones. Imagine an internal key fob.
Yep. So you got more than you scan through and see what else you got.
It just pretty much goes into what you can all open up and the so-called benefits.
Okay, and that's what they're gonna pitch to you. You know, to convenience. And first and foremost, they're gonna present you with this adversity. You know, right now, again, everything has changed for you. You're not able to go to bars, stores, and you know, get the things, your daily necessities without standing in a long damn line. So the convenience of the chip is going to be presented to you. You know?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. Okay. So right now, that's what you're witnessing, and that in itself is a signet that we at the end.
Kind. Yep.
You know, thus this sitting, man.
Mm-hmm.
The end of this society, the end of Babylon. Right now, this is that last major prophecy that signifies where we at, man.
Kind.
You know?
Yep.
So you got something?
Yeah, I'm finna get, you need me to get something?
No, go ahead, get what you got first, and then after that, get Ezekiel the 7th chapter.
Okay,
Start
kind.
at the 14th verse.
All right, yeah, kind. This is Psalms chapter 140 and verse 8. It says, "Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked."
Right, and what's the desires of the wicked, man? For this new world order to be established, man.
Mm-hmm.
For them to be able to bring forth this microchip.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which really is an effort to enslave the people. And what they want to do is get rid of all the resistors, you know, and they want to just dumb it down to a certain population, which that's where the information of the George Guidestones come in at, you know. But ultimately, their desire is to rule the world. Go ahead up.
It says, "Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked,
Mm-hmm.
further not his wicked device."
Ooh, further not his wicked device, man. Which that's dealing with what? Mainly this RFID chip. Again, this is the glue that's going to bring everything together for these devils, man. That's the bridge to this new world order. Okay?
Now say something too.
Mm-hmm.
Why the word device in modern times is dealing with something that's electric,
Well,
something that you can plug in a wall.
Man, that's a modern term,
Yeah,
man. What is that doing in the scriptures?
It said, "Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves Salah."
Yep. And exalt themselves is what? Them being able to retain their power.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
Which it tells you in Isaiah the 14th chapter. Cut off the children for the iniquity of their fathers. Least they fear the face of the world with their cities.
Yep, rise,
At least they rise, you know, and be exalted. See? Yep, so go ahead up.
Yeah, this is Ezekiel 7 and 14. It said they have blown, so like they have blown the trumpet.
The end is come.
Oh, that's up toward the top.
To Slacky.
Okay, yeah, kind. This is
so like the second verse, I believe.
It's like oh yeah, kind. This is
no,
I'm gonna go to 5.
Oh yeah, kind. There you go.
But then the end is come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, this Ezekiel 7 and 5. "Thus said the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come."
Right, and that evil again is dealing with the bad times that we in.
Mm-hmm.
We finally here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead up.
"An end is come."
An end is come.
Mm-hmm.
An end of this society. An end of this current system, man, that you have grown accustomed to. This is it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead up.
"An end is come. The end is come.
Mm-hmm.
It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come."
Yep, see that? Hey, you know, if you walking, you know, down a dark path in the woods, there's somebody in the cut waiting on you. Well, that's the end. The end is actually waiting on you. And that proves that the Lord have numbered. The end is already established. Your end is already recorded, man. Your end is already documented, man. There's no way around it. These devils can scratch and claw. They can come up with all these different legislations and stimulus packages. But guess what? In no wise is you going to offset the prophecies concerning your end, man.
That's right.
See that? You got something up?
No, I ain't got
Hey,
it.
so with that, you know, that's a good place to end it. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers out there laboring in this work, as well as you believers, the Akim and the Aqua, brothers and sisters alike that subscribe to this truth. To the next time, Shalom DTA, man.
Shalom DTA or Bible Ball,
man. This place finished.
Yeah, Delta, you monsters, you demons, man.